What's up? Good to see you guys again.
It has been a long week. No, it's actually been a really fast week. I feel like it's only Thursday.
The days are going pretty fast though, if you think about it.
I feel like it's only been 2 days is what I meant to say.
This month is already over. Finally, people can get paid. There's a lot of people been complaining, oh, January feels like it's the 74th day. Like, what do you mean? Just wait.
It is, but it is a really long week because, like, if you get paid monthly, right, you get paid. So, like, end of the month is even worse, but, like, I get paid on 25th of every month, but I only got paid on 20th of last month. So you have to do, like, by the time 25th comes of December, like, you've all your money paid, and then that has to do you for another month. You're like...
If you don't think about it, time does fly. When you guys get paid, you're not going to be spending on going out anymore. Let's just go. 2019 is for saving. No more going out. If you want to have a drink, just buy it, just stay home. Spend less. You know what I mean?
Or don't drink. Be a better option.
That's an option too.
Way better option.
That's true.
And a common thing, and we didn't realise it because obviously we're in this situation, interracial couples get wondered and asked a lot of things, different than like same colour or same race or whatever you call it, couples. So, you know, there are things that come with the relationship and we decided that we'd talk about them.
We listed down a few things because obviously we can't cover everything in one video, but so we just picked a few, so maybe some of your dating interracially might feel the same way, but this is basically just on our point of view. We're just going to discuss a few things.
And we have we picked out kind of the main things, what's there. And if there is any interracial couples watching us, which I know a few, but if there's anyone else, do feel free to text us on like Instagram or Facebook. If you ever want to chat about anything, we're both here. And yeah, because like people don't understand it until you're in that situation. Like it sounds a bit stupid when you say it to them, and it's like some things are very irritating. So we'll bash on. Yes, are you checking the Arsenal game during this video?
No, not really. Just putting it on silent.
That's one thing in any relationship that's a bit annoying.
Well, football goes down. I know you guys can't relate.
I thought you were about to say football comes first. Real stupid thing when you think of it, but do we eat the same food? No, we don't.
I don't even know how to answer that.
Joke, we do. Like, who asked do you eat the same food? Like, of course we eat the same food. Do you think I go out and make a whole plate of food and he goes out and makes a whole plate of food, or we have to do 2 separate shoppings? Like, there's things I don't eat that we would literally just replace with something else in my...
But if you look at it this way, if you mean that she eats African food, do I eat African food and then she eats Irish food? Yes, sometimes, you know, depends on how we feel the day. Sometimes
do we eat the same food? Like, do you eat Irish food? Like, you eat food from here and I eat in Sima. I'm able to cook in Sima.
Zungu, what type of pick in Sima?
Yeah, that's me.
Which is good. It's a 2 points for her to 2 my family.
2, only 2. I should get
2 points. You get more points as you go along. If you know how to cook other dishes as well, you get another 2 points. So slowly
I can cook plantain, even though it's not.
Okay, that's Nigerian.
Yeah, but still. Fred doesn't. Sorry, can we just get a show of hands? Fred doesn't even like plantain.
Doesn't mean I don't like it.
Like, sorry, I go to the African shop. I go to the African shop and I buy plantain to cook, and the men inside there are like, "Oh, you're buying for your boyfriend." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm buying it for me." Stereotype. Anyway,
I'm sorry, bananas are not meant to be cooked. Okay, but plantain is not a banana. I'm not going to be ignorant as if I don't know, but for me, plantain is not my... I tried it out a couple of times. I do like it, but plantain... No.
Plantain with rice.
Maybe you say goosey. Nigerian dish of goosey, I've tried it. Lovely.
Do we have the same religion? Right? When we met, I was Catholic. Like, I don't agree with Catholic Church. Conversation for another day. Don't agree with it. Never grew up like... I went to mass every Sunday. You know, typical Irish people. Anyone that's Irish watching this, you know Irish religion. It's like you go to mass every Sunday. You go Christmas time. You know, that's the crack, basically. So I was never into religion a lot. And then when I met Fred, he used to go to Christ Embassy, I was about to say Christ Church, Christ Embassy in Ballymun, and one Sunday I was like, do you know what, I'll go. Like, it's not like I'm going to be cheating on the Catholic Church, because I'm not really part of it. And I was like, mind blown. And I became a born again Christian. So currently, yes, we are the same religion.
Don't get it wrong. The first day she went there, she was just wondering what was happening.
Yeah, it was very like...
Our church, yes, we speak in tongues. We do all this stuff that you guys see in movies. And most of you think it's fake. But for me, as a Christian, I believe, that's faith. I'm not going to explain why. That's another time. If you want me, hit me in the comments. I'll explain to you. But when she got there, when people was speaking in tongues, she was like... It
was mad. Like, and they were like, oh... New members stand up, there? And I was like, Fred was just like, oh yeah, go.
She's like, looking at me. I'm also there like. She's like.
I was just lost for the first day, but it was in the same time. She
probably thought maybe we're speaking Chichewa or something. No, that's not Chichewa.
An idiot. No, I'm not an idiot. But in the same time, yes, I was very like, what the fuck? Excuse me, French. But in another way, I was like. In the English parts, it was so powerful and like totally different to the Catholic Church, completely different, that I was like, do you know what? And it wasn't that I was like became born again Christian on the same day. I did it the next day we went. I was like, thought about it a bit and was like, yeah, this is something I want to do. And since then, life has just been awesome. And we'll raise our kids as good little Christian kids, because obviously, Amen. The world crazy. So yeah, we are the same religion. But I do know for other interracial couples it could be different. There's so many religions out there. So the next one is, what language will your kids speak?
I would say both.
Both. Yes, 100%. Even if Fred was like, I don't want this kid to speak Chichewa, I'd be like, you don't. Did I say that? Even if you did, I would be like, you do not have a choice in the matter. Like, I have two cousins, and their mom speaks French, their dad speaks English, and they're fluent in both, and it's just amazing. And they're able to speak with their grandparents. Like, Fred's mom can speak English, don't get me wrong, but I just think it would be so lovely to see, them speaking in Chichewa and them able to actually have conversation with anyone they meet.
Mixed babies, like,
yeah, no. So basically, when we do have kids, when they are born, Fred will speak Chichewa to them and I'll speak English. They'll get it.
Over time, you as well will be learning.
Of course, yeah, because I don't think it'll be very nice when the child, let's say it was like a girl and they're like pure like ratty 11 or 12-year-old and they're giving out about me and Chichewa to Fred, and I'm kind of like,
English.
Now. Speak English.
Go to your room. Mommy, but I don't want to.
What are you saying? But you don't speak the language.
I do.
So yeah, our kids are going to speak both languages.
It's a must. I'll be starting when the babies. I'll be like, basically like,
but babies like. If you, like, literally, the baby comes out of the womb, you start speaking to that baby from day one English, because they're spoken and they're around it the whole time. If you're speaking Chichewa to them, like, you don't have to sit there and be like, okay, this is chair in Chichewa, you just speak it, and they learn it the same way they learn to speak English. So yeah, no, definitely, both languages. The next one, I always get asked, I actually asked this today as well, have you been to Africa? Have you been? No, haven't.
Not yet.
Not yet, though. Yeah, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, where's he from?" And I'm like, "Malawi." Where is that? In
Southern
Africa.
region. Where is that?
No, in Africa. Where is that? And I'm like, it's just down around. Like, South Africa's here. It's like all the way, it's still in the south, but just small bit up. Have you been? No, I haven't. Like, I genuinely haven't. Would I move there? Will I go there? Yeah, I will. And people are like, but you have to get vaccines. And I'm like, yeah, obviously I know. So yeah, no, I haven't been
Obviously, she obviously has to get
excited
vaccines.
to go.
There's a lot of mosquitoes there. There's no way you'd be like, oh, the weather, plus the weather here as well. You have to get a lot of vaccines.
I just have to bring loads of sun cream.
It depends on the season you're going as well. But obviously, when I go in the summer, you're going to go to Lake, which is super hot.
Lake Malawi, oh my
The degrees
God.
there, the heat goes up to 43 degrees. Now you'd be burning. Like the way you burn, you burn
grand.
red.
You know,
Imagine-
I actually...
Imagine your whole red.
I went,
your whole
no,
body.
I did. I went to France with my aunt and uncle a couple of years back. I went for 2 weeks. It got so hot at one stage. I actually stayed inside. Like, I couldn't bear the heat. I stayed inside. Like, I just genuinely, because I'm so white, I just burn. I never tan, no matter how much sun cream I put on. So I'm either, like, stay the same colour, or else I go really red. How do you communicate with his family?
Well, they all know English, for starters.
We text, we speak.
Because a lot of people don't really get that we have English schools in Malawi, just to say. Because I've met a few people like, oh, your English is good. Where are you from?
Obviously.
Like, oh, I'm from Malawi. As in, what, did you start learning English here in Ireland? I'm like, nope. Ever since I was young, it's always been English. Since primary, secondary, colleges there, English, everything. You have to choose which school. If you want to go for Old Chichewa, you go to Old Chichewa. If you want to go for all English, all English. So, I know how to speak English. It's not like, come to Ireland, oh, me speak English, don't understand.
Why would you speak like that? You're not one of the Brazilians. I speak to Fred's mom in English, and we'll text over and back in English, and then we have a group chat as well, and I like text into group chat like, oh, Mulbanji, oh, and Dilibino Kainu, and then all of a sudden,
Don't bite yourself.
all of a sudden, right?
Oh.
Fred's mom will send me back a paragraph into Chichewa, and I'm like, whoa.
Sorry, Maggie.
I was doing good with the Dilibino Kainu and Mulbanji and Zakomo and stuff like that. Like, I'm good with those things. But, like, you know, we do use English. And as well, it's funny because when we're in the group chat, the boys and Lala and Maggie, they all text into it, right? Why are you laughing? They all text into it, and they use like half Chichewa and half English. So like I'm sitting there, and it's so, I was actually saying it, I can't remember who I was saying it to, but you were talking about something that was happening. They were talking about like something that was going on, right? And they were like, they were writing in it, and they were saying, let's say Chichewa word, English. Chichewa. So I was getting like the gist, so I was getting bits and pieces. I was like, lake, school of, like I was just getting little bits and pieces I had to put together in my head. But usually I just pop it into Google Translate. But yeah, no, we can communicate with fam through some English, because they do speak the racism. So, I'm someone.
There's a lot of racism. I've met a lot of racist people, especially in Dublin.
People are staring at you like they're just like.
For me, when they stare at me, I always stare back like.
But they don't. It's not that they're staring at me and they're not staring at him. They're staring at us together. Like if I was on a bus by myself, they wouldn't look at me. And if I was on.
What are you looking at?
If I was on a bus by myself, Fred, listen, please. If I was on a bus by myself, they wouldn't look at me. And if Fred was on a bus by himself, they wouldn't look at him. Loads of different races in the country. But when you're messing with their women, then they're going to look at you, right? And it's so annoying because it's like literally click a finger. You walk in with Fred and it's just like, they're just staring like with disgust in their face, and it's horrible.
So when they bring that, I'm also looking at them like.
No, he doesn't. He ignores them. And that's a good thing to do.
Look at me like this, I look at you like this. Looks are grand, everyone gets looks. But if anyone was actually to come up to me and say something to me, I am not a violent person. But I swear I would be. I don't condone racism at all. Like, at all. And it's something that like... For what though?
But
That's the whole point.
no, but it's things like people are normally, oh, leave it off. Sure, they're just narrow-minded and like, why? I just don't understand it. And for someone who's going to be raising mixed kids in a country that still has racism in it, y'all just need to get into 21st century. In the 21st century. Right, raising our kids. We're talking about traditions and stuff like that. So, like, there's different, obviously Fred was raised different to me and I was raised different to Fred. And it's down to, like, literally different traditions. You know, like, stuff, miniature stuff, and then there's big things. If I was marrying an Irish man, right? Obviously, we'd both be raised practically the same because everyone in Ireland is raised the same. Everyone. And we just do the same things we were doing as a kid. So, like, we'd have the Tooth Fairy, we'd have the Easter Bunny and Santa, and we'd do everything, like, the exact same way as our parents. Let me say this. Anything that it's like, there's some things that, like, Fred says, well, we're going to do this with the kids. And I'm like, no. And then there's some things that I want to do with the kids. And he's like, no. But the most important thing, Fred still hasn't gotten this into his beautiful mind yet, but the most important thing I would say to anyone raising kids with someone who has different traditions and different stuff like that, you always need to come halfway. So there's no, like, if I was raised some way and I want that to be passed on to my kids, right? And Fred's like, no, that's not happening. You have to meet that person halfway, because at the end of the day, they're both your children. You know?
That is true. At the end of the day, when they grow up, they have to learn. They're going to, like, accept what they want as they grow up. And I mean, I'll take them, obviously, to my family side. They'll learn some stuff there and stuff.
We'll take them
and
to his family side.
We'll take her to Jade's family side, and obviously, though, he or she will learn stuff from that side. So it's a 50-50 type of thing.
But it's a thing that, like, when they grow up,
we'll be talking about as time.
They think back to, this is how I was raised, and they'll see different parts from my side and from Fred's side. Just people saying that we're going to have half-caste children. Now, bear in mind, right? This only annoys me. Doesn't annoy Fred at all. Does it annoy you?
I don't care what people say.
Anyone sees my future child and calls him half-caste, watch me slap you. Seriously.
Anyway, guys, that's all of the time that we have today.
Because Fred has to go watch the Arsenal match. So
at least let me make it to the second half.
You're gonna lose.
You're gonna win. Definitely. Arsenal all the way. But anyway, guys, catch us next Thursday again. Same time.
We are going on an adventure. Oh no. Yeah, we're going...
What day?
We're going on an adventure on Thursday. So we will release another video on Thursday. And then the Thursday afterwards. So on the 14th, Valentine's Day. What are we doing for Valentine's Day?
We're going out. We're going away.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Are you mad? He's lying to y'all. He is lying.
I'm mixing up the days.
To you.
We're just gonna come home, make a lovely dinner, hopefully some chocolates.
Hopefully some flowers.
And the rest
and
is...
a present.
And a present.
Something sweet. But
and
yeah,
movies.
7th, which is next week, we'll have another. Let us know what you want to see for next week's video. Down here, just around there. And because, yeah, we've next week, and then on the 14th February, Valentine's Day, we will be releasing our adventure of where we're going next week. So that's very exciting.
It's going to be amazing.
Why'd you do that? It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
Anyways, we shall chat to you next week, guys.
Don't forget, like,
share, subscribe, and comment.
Comment below. Alright, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.